and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I decided to sit down and recreate a look that I created a few days ago before New Year's. I actually didn't really have as many plans this year as I typically do. I was kind of more of like a homebody. It was just so cold this year that I didn't really want to go out. I just wanted to stay at home with my fur babies, with some tea and watching some Netflix. But going to work and such, I decided to dress up and do some fun makeup. And these are colors that I feel like I wouldn't typically put together, or I've never, you know, put together before. But I really enjoyed this makeup look and I loved how it came out. So I decided to sit down and recreate it, as well as film it for my YouTube channel that I've been absent from. Again, I'm still new at filming videos and such, so I had some bumps along the road. I had some chirping birds. I had Vampire Diaries, I think, was also in the background. And my camera decided to shut off and die on me, maybe once or twice. But that being said, I still got through the video and I love again how this makeup look turned out. So I really hope you guys liked it as well, and if you want to see how I created this, then please keep watching. Jumping right into it, I am going to go in with MAC Soft Brown eyeshadow. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows I've ever used. It's like an OG eyeshadow, I feel like, for a lot of people. It's just been around for so long and it's such a nice transition color. So I'm going to use that on a Morphe R37, I believe, and we're just going to brush it into my brow bone. I'm not really worrying too much either about how precise the eyeshadow is, because I will clean up my eyes and just around the area once all of the other colors are on there. All right, so once this is kind of laid out, I just like to take a clean brush that has no product on there. I'm not going to be adding any existing shadow. I'm just going to take a clean brush and we're going to go around the edges a little bit. Just making sure that they're nice and soft and we don't have any weird harsh lines in our way. This is an EcoTools brush. I think this is from like Walmart or something, and it's just so smooth. I love it for this kind of purpose. It's so smooth and so nice. Next, I'm going to take the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. This palette is a staple. I absolutely love this eyeshadow palette. Been heavily used. Love it. So I'm going to pick up that same brush that I just used for soft brown, and I'm going to use it to dip into red ochre from the Modern Rotten palette. And this is what's really going to bring the crease together and just really warm it up. So we're just going to buff that in using the same brush. Alright, so once it's to the density that you like, again, pick up that brush that we used to diffuse and just diffuse it again, just to kind of really make sure nothing's too harsh and everything's really nice and clean. And again, we will clean up this area once we're done. We're going to do a little cut crease. So for this, you can use a concealer, you could use an eyeshadow base if you have one. I know the Smashbox has like a tinted eyelid primer that works really well. I just have a basic concealer here. This is a Clarins Instant Concealer for brightening. I just use this because I really like the formula and it is really easy to work with when you're doing a cut crease. So I just put a little on the back of my hand. picking up a color from Urban Decay. It's called Armor. It's a beautiful gunmetal silver gray eyeshadow that has a little bit of sparkle in there, which I love. I don't think this palette in particular you can get anymore. However, the colors are very accessible, so you probably can get, I'm sure you can get the color from many other brands. So that is what we're going to work with today. So I'm just picking up, what do I got here? I'm such a mess with my brushes everywhere. So I'm going to pick up the color, the gray color, on a flat brush. And I'm going to put this about halfway on my eye. Picking up the color called Lounge, which I think you can still get. You can also go to MAC and get their eyeshadow called Blue Brown, I believe, and it's pretty much the same concept. It's so beautiful, and this was like a different color for this eye look, but once I put it on the lid and I kind of seen how the red and then the reflect of the green in this eyeshadow, I just thought it was so holiday appropriate. It was like a mix of New Year's and then Christmas, so I just thought it was really pretty to add for this look. Then I'm going to pick up a pencil brush and I'm going to take a dark navy blue color. Any eyeshadow that's dark navy blue will work for this. You don't have to specifically use the shadows that I'm using. You can use any color that you have that will work. Just any dark matte blue will be good. Using a pencil brush, I'm just going to kind of focus this on the outer portion of my eye. The outer V, I should say. I'm just going to put that right in there. And then I'm going to pick up a little bit of black, just a tiny bit of black, just to kind of create a little bit more dimension, but I'm really just going to push it into the outer V, like the lash line mostly, and then kind of push it up, just so we have a little bit more of depth in there. Picking up a little bit more Lounge, just kind of making sure it doesn't disappear. Then I'm going to actually grab, where are we? I'm grabbing a flat tapered brush. This is the Y21 from Morphe, and I'm going back into red ochre, and I'm going to carve out the cut crease a little bit more. And then this will also add just a little bit more depth in there. Okay, then what I took was one of the Urban Decay Heavy Metals glitter. This is in Glam Rock. This is so pretty. I love these glitters. They're so nice, so easy to work with. And I just applied this right, kind of carving out just the silver eyeshadow. So that's what we're gonna do, right into the crease. I am taking the Urban Decay, I think they're called, yeah, the Razor Sharp Eyeliner in Black, or Perversion. It's probably called Perversion. I don't know what it's called, but it's black. I'm just gonna put a little bit of a liner, a little bit of the liner just on the lash line to kind of blend my lashes a little bit better. Just a little bit. I'm just now going to take a makeup wipe and we are going to clean up the outer portion of my eye a little bit. This is just gonna make the look essentially, make it a little bit more crisp, a little bit more clean. How do I have makeup like everywhere on me? But next, I'm going to be using my Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation. This is in Sand 2. This is like the lightest I think I've ever been. That's okay. I'm really trying to embrace it. But I do like to mix a little bit of my Infallible Pro Glow. This is 204. I put a little bit of Smashbox Primer Oil as well. And I just put it all on the face. Then taking a damp beauty blender, I'm gonna pick up a little Pixies Glow Mist. It's nice setting spray. I've been obsessed with this lately. And I'm just gonna spray my sponge a little bit. It's already damp, but I just like to do this to kind of give it a little extra moisture. And my camera shut off. But I put the Aqua Luminous Concealer from Becca on both eyes, and I blended it out with a damp beauty blender. And then just because I still find that it's not really a full coverage concealer, but it's hydrating enough, I still like to take my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And I apply this just in the hollows of my eyes. So just right in here where I have a little bit more darkness, that's where I will apply just a little bit more of the product. And I always go down by the nose. Gives me a nice color, a little bit of a lift. And then with the full coverage concealer, I will put a little bit in the center of the brows, and I kind of brush it out a little bit. Set my concealer right away. I like to use typically the Laura Mercier Under Eye Brightening Powder, but she's empty, she's gone. So I am now using the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. I think you can get like a beige one that they also have, but this is what I've been using, and I have been loving this. I've been loving. And I have this flat sponge here that I love to use because it just gets right up under the eye. And I don't necessarily bake, I just go in and I pat my concealer out. I don't like to bake too much, it's just not really my thing. So I just apply the concealer, or sorry, the powder to set right away. But then I'm going to take my Tarte powder, and this is what I'm going to use to kind of brush it away and camouflage the cast of that white. And then I'm just gonna just like that. Just kind of brings the whiteness down a little bit. We're gonna come back to the eyes. So we're gonna finish the eyes. And I'm gonna grab my pencil brush that we use to do the blue and the black. And that's what I'm going to apply first real quick, is that blue and black color. I'm gonna pick up the blue first. And I'm just gonna put a little bit just on the corner. I had to actually get up and shut my window because I had my window open, which is crazy because it's I think it's minus 22 outside. It's not at all warm. But I'm like that crazy person that I always have the fan going, and the birds are out there chirping up a storm, so I had to shut the window. So we're gonna continue doing the lower lash line. So I did put a little bit of the blue just on the outer portion, and I'm gonna pick up the red color, and we're just gonna kind of sweep that. And I'm using that brush we used to carve out the lash line with. I'm using that to really press on the lower lash line. I'm gonna pick up Hula's light bronzer. I love the light formula because it's a little nicer. It's not as dark on my skin. I don't go in with blush too much. I don't know what it is. No, maybe I'll take this one. Now, I think I'll take MAC's Warm Soul Mineralized Blush. Warm Soul, again, is like something that I've been using for years. I've had it for so long. I love this color. So with blush, I like to use a duo fiber because I'm not really into using blush often. So I like to go from the back and then I kind of dust it towards the front so I don't get too much product. I don't like to start from the apples of the cheeks. I kind of like to work my way in and then kind of feather it out. I just don't like to go too ham with the blush. This is the Becca highlight in Moonstone that we used for the inner highlight on the eyes. So I think I'm gonna actually use that today for the highlight. And I'm gonna go a little heavy on the highlight for this look, only because it is like a holiday-esque makeup look. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Oof, I love this highlight. Then I like to kind of dust. I don't do this always, but we're gonna be extra. A little bit above the brow. You can kind of do the forehead too. I have a little texture there, so I'm just gonna skip that today. And then on the upper lip, of course, this kind of makes them look a little plumper, a little fuller. And then the nose and down the bridge. Then, to kind of finish the look, I'm going to put on my mist. This is the Pixie Glow Mist. I love this. Shake it up. Woo! So next I'm going to blend my mascara, or blend my eyelashes with the falsies with a little bit of mascara. And I'm going to use the Dior. This is the Dior Pump and Volume. I actually really like this mascara. It's a very large wand, however, but I do like to do this just to blend everything together, because if I don't, it's just, you can kind of tell. And I just typically put the mascara at the base of the lashes. Picking up Stark Naked Lip Liner from Urban Decay. I'm just gonna go with a nude lip. I did more of a dramatic lip the first time I did this, and I wasn't really loving how that looked. So we're just gonna do a nude. We're gonna keep it safe. Keep the attention on the eye. Love this lip liner. You can even wear this alone. I usually do that, honestly, I love it. But I'm gonna use the Estee Lauder lipstick. This is the new Pure Color Love lipstick in 110 Raw Sugar. I don't really like how they, the applicator is with these guys, but we're gonna work with it. And that completes the makeup look for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I love this makeup look, and I just thought it was so appropriate for this time of year when you have Christmas and you have Christmas parties, you have New Year's parties. I just thought it was so appropriate because of the red and then the green and the blue. It's just colors that I typically wouldn't put together, but I just sat down and again, this is why I love makeup so much. You could just sit down and create whatever look you'd like to create, and at the end of it, it's like, wow, okay. Yeah, I just love this color combination. So I hope you enjoyed, and if you'd like to see more videos of me, please thumbs up the video, subscribe, and leave a comment down below, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.